Hi Aquarius, the Awakened Dreamer here to give you your weekly tarot reading for the week of January 10th to the 16th, 2022. Thank you so much for joining me. I more than appreciate your presence. And I do want to remind you, as always, this is a general weekly read, so just take what resonates and don't stress over what doesn't. But before we mention the overall message for the week for you and the song of the week, remember to stick with me till the very end of this reading in order to get an answer to your yes or no question. One question, just think of it along the way, all right? Don't know why I worded it that way. But anyways, the overall message for you for this week, Aquarius, is let's just do this. Let's just do this, okay? And the song of the week chosen for you specifically was Somebody to Love by Jefferson Airplane. Somebody to Love by Jefferson Airplane. So I'm going to leave that in the description box below for you to listen to it, look up the lyrics, or both, benefit from it. But I can tell you with the overall message in the song, there's going to be a focus on a specific somebody this week for you, okay? Let's aim on down and pull some cards. Alrighty, we're going to begin by pulling the overall, or the beginning messages, if you will, from the Sacred Light Oracle deck. I just heard sing your way towards love. Interesting. For my lovely Aquarians for this upcoming week to begin this reading for the 10th of January to the 16th of January, 2022. Okay, we have well-being, self-preservation, preservation, yep, service to spirit, youthful experience. You're going to need to just chuckle a bit this week if you stumble upon your words or feel a little bit out of it or confused, okay? But we also have Lord Melchizedek. I don't know if I pronounced that correctly or not. Indecision, ego-based actions, lifestyle change, okay? You might find that this is more focused on certain people around you or this person you're considering, feeling that they're very indecisive while you're feeling quite like your mind's made up. It's like back to the overall message, let's just do this. Why are you so attractive? Why do you have to have the energy that's right for me? Why do I feel that intuitively we're meant to just move forward with this connection, even if it doesn't feel sort of perfect or figured out, or there's other situations that aren't aligned yet between us, but I just feel as if there are lifestyle changes that are going to take place between the two of you due to this connection, or will need to happen in order for it to move forward, okay? But yeah, well-being. It's interesting that it came out in reverse before. I feel like there is a lack of well-being when it comes to one of you, okay? There's a push to take care of oneself all the meanwhile, and you'll attract the connection that's meant for you. Let's just do this. Let's just do this. And on that note, let's begin by pulling, or continue by pulling, the main part of the reading from the Gilded Tarot Royale deck. I just heard you're blossoming while they're sort of hindering themselves to a certain extent, as I'm drawn to the roses here. You might find that it's just you needing them, but them needing you more so in another completely opposite way, okay? And at times being pushed to not sort of view it, with the number 22 being relevant. Look up that angel number meaning. Being pushed to not view it as a connection where you need each other, right? But more so desire each other, could benefit from the connection. To be careful with your wording all the meanwhile. More importantly, your wording when it comes to speaking to the universe via your thoughts. Okay, we have all 6. That is what we were aiming for. Okay. So underlining focus on the 6 of Swords, is there somebody you need to leave permanently, even if it's energetically or in your mind, in order to make this happen? Is there a living situation, a town, a city, a state, a county that you need to leave in order eventually for this to happen, or vice versa, or both of you? Do you feel as if this is going to entail a lot of lifestyle changes once again on both ends, but you're up to it? It feels like you're just willing to make those changes. Are they? Ace of Wands to begin. Very interesting. As I held that up, going back to this, I just heard, well, this being is meant for me. Odd wording, but it just fits for the reading. Well, I just feel intuitively, I just know within me that you're meant for me. Take your time, okay? Ace of Wands. I'm not saying that they should take their time. 411, look up that angel number meaning as well. So far we have 22 and 411. But there's a passionate fresh start you desire when it comes to the beginning of the week, and that's with them. You may even find that you're gifted this passionate fresh start with them when it comes to a specific conversation, okay? Or you are reminded that this lies ahead for a lot of you. With the Eight of Wands, it just feels like you're reminded that once this person just gives into the connection fully, or once certain changes are made, developed, or just proceeded with, the connection is going to move like so rapidly. Weird wording. One of you might say like a bit too much, but you may find as if this connection is just at halt, or there's a bit of distance, a bit of silence. But when the messages come in, when you guys communicate, when you vibe together, even if it's at a distance, you guys just thrive on a very united kind of level, okay? There's an underlying focus once again on what needs to change, what needs to end in order for this to be successful, and to move towards the birthing of this successful union. You might feel as if for some of you this is somebody you've already been wrapped up with to a certain extent, you know, and ending to lead to a new beginning between the two of you. But for the majority of you, this is a new connection, okay? If you were guided here, you needed to hear this. There is a level of secrecy, though. Not wanting to fully put all of your cards on the table. Some of you being strategic as to what you share in order not to scare them away, or not to, at least that's how you view it, or, you know, think about it, or just wanting to see things be successful so badly that you don't want them to understand you fully until the time is right, or wanting to sort of have it be a progression, a steady progression as to how they understand you. But with the Seven of Wands, so the number 77 coming out, I would also look up that number. A lot is coming at you at this point in the week. This isn't love is what I'm hearing, okay? With the Eight of Cups, a lot is coming at you spiritually, download-wise. This could be more so just people in your life wanting updates, giving you opinions and judgments on what you're doing, what you're not doing, and you just feeling like, well, damn, I'm trying to figure it out, and all the meanwhile, love, or the lack of which in my life, is quite heavy on my mind. And you'll find that throughout the week in general, when you slow it down, when you stop, when you go to focus on your well-being, that's when this person pops up in your mind. Maybe even at times being pushed to focus on someone from the past that didn't work out, that was unhealthy for you, to realize why this could be very successful. You could be viewing them as a King of Pentacles, even if they're female. Very interesting, okay? Something to do with Leo, or a lot to do with completion once again, okay? I'm gonna, before we continue, actually, towards the end, we're gonna pull a couple sign cards, all right? See which is relevant for this reading. But anyways, I just want to do that so I don't forget. We're finishing up the first half of the week with the Five of Cups. Yeah, you finish up the week feeling quite pessimistic, or just not expecting the best, feeling like there's just not a lot to be hopeful about at this point because there's such minimal communication, or just getting this gut feeling that they are giving up on the connection, or just not wanting as much from it as you do. You may be the more intuitive one, or the psychic one in the connection, and therefore it just doesn't feel as if they're getting the whole extent of where this could go. But all the meanwhile, you may have been once again pushed to reflect, or just think back productively about a past connection that did you dirty, did you wrong, or just ended horribly. And therefore, it's hard for you not to expect the best, or focus on what's not working in your life because of those memories coming to be. Don't let it become an overthinking situation. There's a purpose to it. So you sort of remember the energies that you want in your life moving forward, to reassess even other energies outside of this individual, and to continuously improve, to improve your life. Okay? So consider your well-being before wrapping yourself up with somebody. You might find that they have a very, very bold presence as I'm drawn back to this card. There is an older woman, an older female figure in your life that will be a source of light and guidance for you throughout the week. Interesting. We have the King of Wands, so you might be feeling just quite bold throughout the week, even if you can't sort of utilize that boldness to your advantage. Very passionate, wanting to express that passion to this individual or to maybe multiple people. Some of you may have multiple options throughout the week, okay? You're going to find that even if you don't want it to be, love is just, or the potential of which is just a focus for you, okay? With the Three of Wands for this as well, you'll find that after you sort of escape that pessimistic way of being or the focus on the difficulties, the past, what could go wrong, you're feeling ready to go. Okay, you're pushed to finish up the first half of the week, to expand your horizons, to look out into the distance and expect the best. Okay, to manifest the success you desire, understanding fully at this point in the week that your manifestation skills are truly heightened. You might even find that this individual does communicate with you through their thoughts, if it's that kind of connection. That's really intense. But we also have the High Priestess to begin the second half of the week. One of you or both of you could find that you're very much a hermit in a lot of ways, and it's just your intuitive nature. It's just your way of being who you are. It's how you've learned to be very productive, or just the best version of yourself over time, or just certain events have led you to that, right? You may have dealt with a lot of sort of difficult energies up until now. In either way, they may see that as a bit concerning for the potential of the connection, but don't allow that to get the best of how you view things or what you already know is about to transpire. Don't stress. They may just be somebody who stresses very easily. But you might also find that they're very stressed over the connection to the universe, to spirit. They may be getting more spiritually connected, and therefore they may need you if you're sort of psychic or just very spiritually in tune. But there's something sort of airy and light about this connection, but very passionate all the meanwhile. You may find that they're 1111 on the timestamp. Love it. Make a wish, my friend. Make a wish throughout this reading and moving forward. And it's this reminder throughout this part of the week that your wish will be granted. Okay, if things just sort of, if both of you just allow for certain changes once again to be adjusted. With the Seven of Pentacles, you will be pushed to focus on your spiritual work or just your work in general, and you'll continuously attract that connection, the connection that's meant for you in the way that it's meant to. All right, even if it feels a bit slow, it will pick up once again when the time is right. Five of Pentacles. Somebody needs to just hop on board and come to see you. All right. Anyways, that was horrible wording. Five of Pentacles. There's a focus on financial stress. All right. Who's stressing over their money? Are they? Are you? Or both of you? Okay. The Nine of Cups. A wish fulfillment will come to be. All right. So just keep that in mind. But I feel like for also some of you Aquarians, you'll get a gift of money or a financial wish coming true at this point in the week, in the middle of the second half, to ease your concern. All right. Or to make it easier for you to welcome them into your life, because even if you feel as if it's fully them holding back at this point or being distant, you are too. Or you may just find some of you are trying to I don't want to say play this game, but that's how they're wording it, where you want to sort of make them want to text you or message you, or you don't want to sort of message them more than they do, and therefore it's overcomplicating things and leaves you in an overthinking way of being. All right, but once again, going back, you might find that you just stress over your money so much that you don't know if you're going to be able to invest in something to make this happen, or just you don't want to bring that sort of weight and concern and baggage into their life. Don't worry about it. You're going to be given a gift to ease your concern in that sense, so you can begin an emotional journey with them when the time is right. Two of Swords. With the Two of Swords to wrap up this reading and week, we have the Tower card. A lot of you not understanding how a specific ending is meant to come to be, feeling a bit guarded, okay? With the Six of Swords being gently pushed off the deck. A need to sail away from what no longer works for you when the time is right. Some of you know that a living situation needs to come to an end so you can make your way towards them or meet up with them in one way, shape, or form. Some of you feel as if certain habits on their end need to come to be because they're feeling quite guarded, okay? It's going to be a multitude of different levels of tower moments and changes that need to come to be so that the two of you can expect the best, okay? So that you can both just move towards each other in a beautiful way. It's the sense of one needs to come a little bit further, but you both will sort of meet up in this powerful, connected manner where you both feel your well-being take an increase of focus and just you benefit on a soul level from this connection, okay? It's some of you also finish up the week just not understanding the future of it, so therefore confusing yourself or overthinking. You could even find that they're doing the same. You're very energetically connected. But anyways, there's a need to an underlying focus at the end of the week on needing to have patience and more balance when it comes to the future of this connection, okay? Let's finish this up, or begin to, by pulling a message or two from the Find Your Happy deck. Trust what you already know within. I just feel the need to remind you. I allow myself to feel it as a detox for my soul. The only approval I need is my own, as people may feel quite judgmental, you expect them to be in your life when it comes to who this is, or certain changes they need to come to be in order to make it work. All right. So my anxiety is not based on my reality. You might find that you cause yourself a bit of anxiety throughout the week due to the lack of communication or just wanting this so badly, or just in general. All right. And if this is a part of your concern, they won't care, or they will even just help you in a lot of ways when it comes to it. Going back to the well-being card, and take it one day at a time. Okay. Take it one day at a time. Break it down, my friend. If you haven't thought of your yes or no question yet, take a quick second to do so. For Aquarius. As it picks up speed, you can see the answer for your question is yes. That is a big yes for you. So I hope this reading was truly helpful. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. I hope you have the most amazing week. Nothing but the best, sending love and light towards you and this individual. And I'll see you next time. Bye, Aquarius.